videos, and I'm going to be talking about hard drives and caddies. And if you're not computer literate, hard drives is a mechanical device which stores data, meaning videos, pictures, music, documents, you name it. Anything that happens on the computer gets stored on a hard drive, also known as HDD, meaning hard disk drive. There is another version to it, known as SSD, solid state drive. So there's no moving parts. It's basically little microchips on a board, which is housed in a metal or plastic casing. So that goes into like a either portable case, a little cable, and as a portable drive, or can be installed in a computer like this, or laptop. And in fact, let me show you a HDD or hard disk drive, which I've got plenty of. So basically a hard drive looks like that from the top view, that on the underneath view, like that for the connection side, that from the front view, and then just exactly the same on the sides. So for a HDD like this, in this section here, that is where the platters are. So think of a CD or DVD, the actual disc. So if you want to watching a film, and you get the little disc out of the case, basically that DVD is holding memory. So it's basically a storage device for that film, whatever you're watching. This is basically a similar sort of process, but it's housed in a case. But instead of just one disc, you get multiple discs, so 2 or more. And I think inside this one you've got 2 or 3 discs inside this one thing, and those discs spin about 54 to 72,000 RPM, or revolutions per minute. And then in this section here is a board, so motherboard, and a reader arm mechanism. So there's a little mechanism on this side, and the board is across pretty much the whole thing. And then the reader arm extends from this bit onto the actual discs themselves. At the moment it's stowed away off the discs, so it doesn't actually damage the discs themselves. When the reader arm is active, it swings over the actual discs themselves, but it doesn't touch the discs. If it touches the discs, it damages. And depending on how many discs there are in the hard drive, there's 2 layers. There's an upper layer and a lower layer per disc. So if this has got 3 discs, there's 6 reader arms. Okay, for an example. And basically, for all that data that's stored on the drive, the way we see it is either a picture, video, document, whatever, but on the actual disk, it reads the data as 1 or a 0. So it's the disk spinning, the read arms flickering, and it's basically searching for those 1s and 0s for a particular type of data that you want to bring up. And it's back in the day when they were new, it's a height of technology. And the very first hard drive that came out, and I can't remember what the year was, but the hard drive then was probably about that size, that, so probably that, and it only had 12 megabytes, which isn't a lot nowadays. In today's society, there are hard drives this size at 20,000 gigabytes, also known as 20 terabytes. And that holds a lot of storage. But if you are building a large storage for all the data that you have, say like your iMac, if you have an Apple product, which I've got, that has 1 terabyte hard drive internally, which is inside the actual desktop computer, and say if you have data that's worth 15 terabytes, you can't fit 15 terabytes on a 1 terabyte internal hard drive, can you? So you need multiple of these, say either 3 5 terabyte hard drives or 15 1 terabyte drives. Best option to do is go for a 20 terabyte drive, just one, but you need to back that up, don't you? So you need to get a second drive to back it up. So every time that you add data to one drive, you have to add it to the other and make sure it's all backed up. Or if you use a time machine, do that. Even better still, if you're a computer nerd, have a server. So basically, if you build a server with networking and little drawers that have storage in it, you can do that. And also, on the sidelines, have a personal caddy, which is a case that holds personal drives, and you can store data on that. So it's a quick access one. And when it comes time to sling all that data to the server, fling it across via network into the actual drives within the server. So, for example, this is a caddy. it's got 2 bays, 1 main, 1 backup, and the drives that I've got in here are 4 terabytes each, and they only hold music. So I take this around with me when I go out DJing. So if one drive fails, I've still got 1 drive working. So if I'm out on a gig and 1 drive goes, got the backup running until I finish the night, and then I can grab another 4 terabyte drive and replace it, and then update that drive. It's that simple, really. But I do have 2 other caddies in there that one of them is housing 8 drives, and the other one at the moment is only holding 2 drives. So I'm actually slowly building it up. So that being said, it's 4 of the drives are 10 terabytes each, and that's a maximum per bay on those caddies. Yeah, I'm currently thinking of grabbing 2 4 terabyte drives that I've got spare on my shelves, putting them into my caddy, and transferring my music data from one of these drives over to those 2 drives. At least I've got backup there, and if I need to use them, use any music for anything on these mics, I can do it. But I'm still keeping these drives in here when I go out DJ. And like this video that I'm recording now, that will be going on to 2 drives, 1 main, 1 backup, just in case if I need to use any of this footage for a future video, but I doubt it. But it'd still be on these drives, not these ones, but those ones there. But yeah, it's just record, put them on, make the video, whatever, it's still there. But in time, I am looking at building a storage unit that can house 20 terabyte drives in arrays, or known as JBODs, just a bunch of disks. That's what it's known as. But that'll be in time. It's not going to happen overnight, because it's not just down to cost, it's down to how much data I create. The other alternative I can do is take out, like when the 10 terabyte drives are full, I take them out, replace them with empty ones, and continue until I need to sort shit out, basically. So yeah, that's pretty much it, really, guys. But if you're just starting out to be a YouTuber, DJ, whatever, that you have content, and a lot of it, particularly with 4K and plus, so 5K to 8K, music files, whatever, it doesn't matter. You will need a lot of storage. I'm going to mean a lot, because 4K plus does take quite a lot of footage or memory on the drives. What I am thinking of doing also is possibly getting 2 20 terabyte drives, So when the 10 terabyte drives are full, I'll transfer the data from 2 main drives onto 20 terabyte drives in a separate caddy. Empty them out, completely wipe them clean, and start afresh. And obviously just build up from that, basically. But it takes time, money, costs, everything like that. Just takes time. But anyway, guys, if you want anything else information-wise, just drop a comment down below and I can get back to you, unless you want me to make another video on what you want, and I can quite happy to help you out as far as I can go. But if you really want to get into computer talk, you'd have to go to somebody who knows more about computers than I do. Alright, take it easy, guys. We'll see you soon.